Welcome to April's Garage, and we skipped something that was a really big deal this year.
We were very happy to do it. We skipped SEMA.
Don't say that. I
skipped SEMA.
Happy about that. But
yes,
it is a lot. It is a big undertaking. There's so much going on. There's so much to see. So it can be, a little frustrating at times. But it was fun to see all the builds at SEMA.
Yes. I mean, yeah, the builds are usually getting worse. I feel like each time I go, the builds are getting more questionable, less functional.
That's what's happening.
Well, no, it used to be like, let's show off what we can do. Push the limits of car performance, push the limits of off-roading, and just some crazy styling or whatever. And now it's just a glorified YouTuber showcase where people are bringing, no offense to Varsh, unfinished projects.
You as well.
Or unrealized, unfixable, unfinished projects.
Right.
That just looks, not that saying the P1 looks stupid, but the stuff that it doesn't make any sense. It's not functional. You get close to it, it looks hideous. It used to be like you go see these pristine, amazing builds, and now it's just like you get close and...
Right. What is that? That's not what it says it is, of course.
There's some exceptions. Like last year, Richard Rollins brought that center seat Testarossa that got a lot of hate.
Right.
I thought it was really neat. It was a Testarossa that was never going to work ever again. And he reimagined it, made it a center seat, made it electric. I liked the look of it, but that's what SEMA is supposed to be about. But
risk-taking, trying new things, getting a splash, so to speak, right.
I know you compiled a list of
builds I thought were interesting and cool.
There's one that matters, though. Did you do the Ram Power Wagon? Is that on your list?
It's not, but it's very exciting.
So the Ram Power Wagon, they had a concept there with the new body style, and it's the 3/4 ton, 1 ton chassis on the Power Wagon for the new Ram. And it has a Hemi under the hood, a 6.4 liter Hemi V8. So they're showing a new concept truck in their new body style that is no longer supposed to have a Hemi V8. It's supposed to have an inline-6 twin-turbo Hurricane engine that nobody likes, that is proven to be pretty unreliable, and they put a Hemi in it. So the word on the street is, with Carlos Tavares retiring, saying he's retiring at the end of 2026, the guy at Stellantis in Europe. So Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep was acquired by a European company. Stellantis all, merged into Fiat Chrysler, merged into Stellantis.
Right.
And they have no idea what they're doing in the United States. They've increased the prices on cars to a crazy level where nobody wants to buy them. And then at the same time, they're making products that nobody wants. And so they're canceling the Hemi. It's very, very weird. But for them to put a Hemi V8 and not a Hurricane inline-6 in their concept show truck is telling a lot of people that the Hemi's not dead yet. No,
it's not. And they're fantastic. They debuted it at SEMA, and that's why I feel like we missed out on seeing that.
I suppose. And then the Charger, the sort of Challenger replacement that was supposed to be a big deal for EV. Nobody wants the EV thing. No, so they're kind of fast-tracking the straight 6 Hurricane one. Nobody wants that, so then the wheels are turning. Next year, the Hemi's back. Sorry, we said it was done. This was the last call. It was all done. The second age of the Hemi Glory muscle car is done. But kind of like Tony Stark and Iron Man, he's just like he's coming back to Marvel.
Right.
Maybe not as Iron Man, but he's coming back because Marvel's on life support ever since the Avengers Endgame. It's the same thing that they'll never have.
Ooh, I like that analogy.
Right.
This is the Endgame.
There you go.
And we're bringing the Hemi back.
So I've been saying that the Hemi's dead. They're never going to bring it back. This is over. We've all been saying it. There were some people in my last video when I was talking about it with the Magnum SRT.
Right.
And we took a nice long drive in a Magnum. And,
it does sound good, and you know it right away when you hear it start up.
That it was over, and people in the comments were saying, hey, Tyler, it may not be over yet. So I did some research, and you're right. You're right. There is a chance. So not this 1 in a million talk. It's not Dumb and Dumber. There's a real chance that the Hemi is not.
So you're saying,
dead.
But it's a concept car, so it's officially not out and proven yet. But there's hope.
There's hope.
Right.
If they're doing that, they're kind of making a statement. That maybe. So
yes, we missed SEMA, but I just wanted to show you a couple builds that would have been cool to see in person, and some maybe not so much. This first one here from Gas Monkey, which the name of it is called The Black Truck. Okay, It is so cool because it reminds me of my sweet Grand National, where it's not just overstated. You know, it's all black, blacked out, murdered out. And they actually used 3 GMC short bed trucks to build this.
Wow.
They pieced them together. It's got twin turbo LS, 1600 horsepower.
Well, I like that they did sort of an old step-side bed and then integrated that into fender flares.
Right, and these fender flares are fiberglass, and they actually 3D printed it on the other side. So they handmade this one, printed it to match the exact on the opposite side. The back are from a dually, so it is wide.
That's how they did it.
Baby.
Okay, I was wondering. So they took the dually flare and put it on a on a step side.
And look at that
works.
Quad exhaust in the back. I mean, this is a sexy truck.
That works. It works for me. Old body style trucks, they all kind of look the same, and yeah, it sort of has that Ferrari F40 kind of fender flare treatment. So it looks correct. I am not offended by that one at all.
I'm so happy right now.
Yeah.
Okay, now this, I don't know how you're going to feel about it. Okay, Plymouth GTX electromod. So it's a completely electric resto mod, but I feel like we're gonna be seeing more of these. So it's exciting because it's kind of like a Mopar E-Crate sort of engine that you can put into any of these old school muscle cars, right?
So this is Stellantis, this is Mopar doing this as an accessory where they can they can sell instead of selling a Hemi, they can sell a crate with some batteries and a drive motor and all that stuff, huh?
You sound so depressed right now. It's very. So, do you see the cover? It looks like a supercharger.
They made
right
it look like a Hemi.
Yeah. I mean, I get it, and I get, like, I used to be not on board with the electric wave. Can I call that the electric wave? But it's coming, and we are adapting right now. And
it's not coming because people aren't wanting to buy electric cars like everyone thought. And obviously all the mandates and things are going to go away with the change in the guard when it comes to the president and all that stuff. So who knows what'll happen.
It's very cool. Look at it inside. You got the little Mopar emblem in the center. There, cup holders, which you didn't have back in the day. You need all these updated digital gauges. This is a really cool build. I would have loved to see it in person. And actually, the fuel filler door, which you don't need, they converted into the electric plug. And it's what's going to be happening. We're going to be seeing more of these.
I am trying to respect all builds right now. So can I respectfully say next?
Yes, you may. Okay, so this one, I wanted to see your opinion, what you thought.
Okay.
It is now dubbed as the Shamborgini because when you first look at it, you think
I saw photos of this, yeah.
Right, you think there's a Lamborghini V10 in there, but there's a little something else going on.
I feel like this is a master level trolling attempt, basically to make fun of people that do SEMA builds. Like, what's the stupidest looking thing we can build for SEMA? And obviously that. Right. Taking a Miata, instead of headlights, put 2 turbos.
It's so cute.
It doesn't work.
Come on. It's really cute.
It's a truck Chevy engine, I think, right?
Well, they're saying it's kind of a Frankenstein of different engine parts.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but at the basis, it's a truck engine that has an intake from a Lamborghini V10 where they made it fit with a big adapter, and then that's like blocking off some of the holes, for the 2 extra cylinders. Like, if it's not a master level troll where it's just like, we're going to build the stupidest Miata for SEMA. Right. And just take it over there just to get people to take photos of it and go, what the... But if they're actually thinking like, this is cool, isn't it?
So here's the guy that built it. Mm-hmm. He's Brazilian. And this is what you'll find funny.
This is easily the most insane Miata I have ever seen. We have 2 turbos and a Lamborghini logo popping out the hood. What is the engine?
It's coming from Lamborghini Gallardo GT3 from the track.
Oh my God. And does it run?
Not yet, because I don't have time to finish the project on time to the SEMA. Running, however, I need to put on the dyno to make everything work great and make the final tuning.
Okay.
And have you done a twin?
This is exactly what you're talking about, which is why you're kind of disheartened about SEMA, because
Yeah.
there's a lot of builds that are put together that aren't real functioning cars.
Before people were obsessed with social media, clicks and likes and all that stuff, you know, you were just going there and building an amazing car that worked for respect. And so it's a different world.
Is this a pass too?
It's a pass because it's just so ridiculous. It's fine. Yeah.
Okay, now these are two cars that I just wanted to watch your face and watch your reaction on when I'm showing you this build. Take a look at this. This glorious build right here.
They did a wide body to a Mercedes Pagoda
Right.
and a ground effects body kit and lowered it. And
they did a really good job. It's very thorough. It's done. I'm guessing it runs.
oh, there's the back of the oh.
Are you
the
dying?
spoiler. Oh,
Okay.
no.
Now, I want you to see something in the background. Not this Porsche.
Oh, the SLR?
No. Yes.
Yeah.
Did they ruin it?
I've met these people. They show at the Future Collector Car Show at Barrett-Jackson. And their gull wings that they make out of fiberglass look pretty cool. I knew that they were going to cut the windshield off of an SLR Roadster and did all this. I don't hate it because I liked Speed Racer when I was a kid, you know.
Right.
So this kind of looks like a Speed Racer car.
Right.
The Pagoda doesn't work for me. This
No.
is it.
So you're feeling the SLR.
I'm feeling the SLR a little bit more because it kind of looks like a Black Series, like the side exit exhaust. I like what they did with that. And I like the 300 SL Gull wings that they build out of fiberglass, the replicas.
Right.
So I'm okay. I'm okay with one. The other one was a little tough.
So one pass and one
Yeah.
nice. All right.
Yep.
Okay, now here is why I feel like I really, really missed SEMA. And it broke my heart. There were two amazing builds. Two amazing reimagined Grand Nationals.
This is just going to be Grand Nationals, of course.
Of course.
You get so mad when they modify Grand Nationals, though.
Right. Well, okay, so the first one I'm going to show you was from Dutch Brothers. This is their first kind of 80s car build that they ever did.
Okay.
They did a fantastic job.
They didn't Dutch oven it.
Only you would say that. They did a fantastic job. It's beautiful. But I feel like, what would Greta Thunberg say? Is that her name? Greta
How
Thunberg?
dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you.
Because they put an LS in there,
course they
which,
did.
you know, I appreciate what they did. They spent a lot of time on this build. It's beautiful, but you don't put an LS.
Okay.
That shouldn't
You
be
got so
happening.
mad at Steve.
Right. What is this? Right, Steve Pesmani, he has a show called Fully Torqued on History
You were
Channel.
very torqued at him for
and
doing
I was
this.
very torqued that he put an LS in there. This is LS7, 1,500 horsepower.
Wheel, yeah. Instead of one turbo, they got two turbos.
They got two turbos.
Very clean.
But they did a great job. It's massively lowered, like
Yes.
slammed to the ground.
flared.
Beautifully got some intakes up front here.
Yes.
Now, they wanted it to look more like the GNX, so they added kind of the vents on the side.
But the whole lower part is reimagined as far as the ground effects there, but it still looks very 80s.
Oh, they completely. I mean,
Yeah.
like the real ones, they're all kind of plastic, so you have to remake the front end, the back
Right.
end. They did a great job. The gauges inside are full digital. I mean, the wheel, it's just everything's fully custom. It's still automatic, but I mean, can you put an LS in a Grand National? What do you think?
Yes, you are the one who is the prima donna, the purist when it comes to Grand Nationals and how they shouldn't mess with perfection.
Right.
But I think this is really cool. That center exit exhaust, the wide body that stands,
they
the wheels.
really did a great job with the wide body and tucking those wheels in and kind of making those fenders smoothed out. They've done a brilliant job.
Yeah,
It's gorgeous. It's beautiful.
That car fucks. I'd want it. Yeah. So, the bleep. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. It's great. It's awesome.
It is great. I like
That's
that
what
they.
SEMA's all about. Is an amazing custom build to show off how not just your imagination and what the best thing you can come up with, but executing it flawlessly and making it functional and just every little detail to where you can get close on it and just see like, wow, show up. Not, well, what if we stick a Lamborghini intake on an LS and put it in a Miata and, it doesn't work, but look at, hey, like me on Instagram.
Right.
This is what SEMA is supposed to be.
Okay, brace yourself because this is glorious. I didn't say bite me. I said brace yourself.
Racing,
This is glorious. I want you to meet the Invader. This is amazing. Ring Brothers build. Perfect, glorious. Still has the 3.8 V6 in it, but it's completely tricked out. Just major, massive turbo setup.
Oh, so this is more of the purest build.
Oh,
so
it's great, but it's a 6-speed manual.
manual.
Yes,
Well,
Jake likes that.
okay,
Jake's a manual snob.
That's one mod that you could do where people would have said, I wish they made a Grand National in manual. But the thing about like getting it up in the boost and all that stuff, being able to power brake and then the way the automatic shifts, like I converted a diesel Mercedes turbo diesel into a manual, and it was hard to keep it in the torque and the boost and all that stuff with you know, lazy shifting and all that stuff. So
ease up there.
I wonder what this would be like.
It can get up to 1,800 horsepower.
With one big turbo and the same 3.8 V6.
Oh no, let me show you. Let me show you.
Show me the engine.
Let me show you.
No.
Oh, yes.
That's not a V6.
Yeah, it is.
It is? I'm counting the spark plug. It is a V6.
Oh, yeah.
How about that? But still, it looks like multiple turbos, though. Yes, on each side?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's glorious. She's beautiful. And here's the thing. It's not black. Okay, this is dark Vader gray. It's like a gray or like a black metallic. But I guess the owner, like Ring Brothers doesn't own this. They built it for someone, and the owner wanted it to be a little bit different. So that's my one sticking point. I'm like, it has to be black. It should be black. It's close.
Well, if you think about Star Wars, like Darth Vader's mask, which would have been too reflective for the cameras.
Right.
So they made it a little bit not black, and they made it a little bit kind of matte. Anyway. So I think
like that you
that's
put a
more
lot
the
of thought
color
in this, and
I see
that's the original hood. But they put in those little scoops from a ATS-V Cadillac right in there. It's just really wild. And look at what they did to the logos of the Invader. They actually put the 3D printed turbo inside this logo. They've done a
That's what SEMA's all about.
fantastic job. But I wanted you to see this inside. What is that?
A parachute, like a deployable parachute in the back for
Because
the drag racing?
It has almost 1,800 horsepower.
Yeah.
So you're probably going to need that. It's just really beautiful. And the interior isn't different, like the Dutch Brothers build. A completely different interior. This
They didn't
one
Dutch oven
is,
this one.
this one's Grand National, but reimagined. And
I've
they
forgotten
did.
what a Dutch oven is. What is a Dutch oven?
Jake, what's a Dutch oven?
Is that when they fart in the car, the interior? And yeah, okay.
That's when you fart
Yeah.
under the covers.
Oh, you fart under the covers. Yeah, okay. Yes.
You knew exactly what that was.
I need a refresher. You know, I just wanted to verify.
You don't need a refresher.
So which one would you rather
I
have?
need this build.
Yeah.
Of course, Ring Brothers. I mean, but they both spent a lot of time, a lot of money in these builds. Hundreds of thousands of dollars, I'd say.
The thing is, yes, these got some press, but everybody's talking about the Miata with the Lamborghini intake.
So what does that say about us as a civilization here in America? There's something wrong with us. Deeply ingrained wrong with us. We all need a therapist. Thanks so much for watching.